Hi Cancer, this is your February 2019 reading, and I'm Valerie with Serenity Matters 1111. Thanks for joining me. I just shuffled, so I'll go ahead and lay these down. This may not resonate with everyone, just to bear that in mind. And I'm working today with the Greenwood Tarot. Okay. Excuse me. Now, the card on the bottom of the deck is the Four of Arrows, which indicates a need for rest. This is somebody who's either recuperating after surgery or medical, or just healing physically, emotionally, mentally, however, spiritually, after going through something. For others of you, it might not even be a big deal at all. It could just be that this has been a time where you've needed to meditate more or commit yourself to meditation. Maybe you've been able to take advantage of that because of inclement weather wherever you live. Oops. Doggone. All right. Excuse me. I hit the table leg. But either way, this is a reminder that sometimes we need to take time to go within to be able to represent in the without, if you will. Okay. So we have here the Knight of Cups, which is salmon. I will venture to guess, looking at these other adjacent cards here, that I did not, never mind. King of Wands, I'm guessing some fire energy for some of you. Possible water sign, probable fire sign, right? We've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in the Wands suit, which is fire. The Cups would be our Scorpio, Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, yourself, sign. But typically the Knight of Cups is about returning home to the waters of your birth. And you also have the reunion in here, and that came up just earlier today, in fact. Some kind of reunion from the past. I think it might have been a Pisces reading, which would be consistent with the water sign energy in here. You might want to check out Pisces. I think it was Pisces. I do these all in a row, and I start with the birthday every single time I put these out. So if you ever wonder what order they go in, or were filmed in, there, that tells you. I do post them typically all at once in order. Again, for that reason, to me it's easier to be fair that way. So for a lot of you, this could be possible, like attraction, somebody new coming in. Excuse me. Page of Wands is usually the beginning. It could be a communication coming in, but it's kind of passion put into action. So you think about somebody's interested and they tell you how they feel. And that could be the King of Wands is giving you, hey, you're kind of cute, you know. But it's loving energy. This is not just somebody who wants to play around. This is somebody who could be for keeps. Then again, some of you may have a competition between two. And you'll have to figure out which one is offering you passion and which one is offering you something for keeps. That's love and emotions based, spiritually based. Not that you can't have sexual passion and be spiritually based at the same time, but some of you may be having a choice between the King of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Others of you, it's not that way at all. There's a King of Wands and he's offering you true love in the form of a new beginning. All right. Now, at the heart of the reading, we see the reunion card here. Someone coming back into your life. This was another reason I was thinking of the Pisces reading. If it was, in fact, the Pisces reading, please correct me down below if I'm wrong. But this came up, and so did the salmon. And one of the things that happens with the salmon, you know, they swim upstream to spawn. That means to deposit their sperm over the eggs where the females have left them. But this would be somebody who went away from your hometown and then came back to your hometown, and you may be picking up with this person. There's some kind of a reunion that's coming into play, either you or the other person. Oops, excuse me, wrong way. Now, when this person gets there, you want to move on from whatever you've been in or not in. I feel like a lot of you have not been in a serious relationship, or it's a somewhat serious relationship, but it may be relatively easy for you to leave out of it because death is on your mind, which means you want to end something. You want to clear it away so you can move on to something else. I don't mean you're contemplating murder of your current boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, but this is that idea of transitioning off into the distance. You're saying, I'm done with it. For some of you, you may be having fights, arguments, what have you at home, and you're done. You're sick of it. This reunion occurs, and you're saying, yeah, this person's reminding me of how it feels to be loved by someone and to not be caught in this cycle of arguing constantly. And I want to move on. That's why I'm willing this into existence. Now, for those of you who maybe have to end things on paper, there's a sense of justice. It could be involving, getting filing divorce. But there's a sense here of wanting to take a risk, leap off into a new direction. This is where your meditation is going to come in handy, because you're going to want to be clear on what your goals are, what your interests are going to be, what's going to make the most sense for you. So you are going to want to put some time into thinking about that, making sure you're working within your own best interest too. Green Man does indicate this is a very fertile, positive time. This King of Wands may be kind of like an emperor is in another deck. The definition of male fertility, he's everything. He's fun, he's playful, he's handsome, he's strong, he's smart. He's good at sports, he's this, he's that. He's like the golden boy. And you have that sense of just fun and home and family. The Green Man's like the quintessential Cancer or Leo man. Maybe like the Cancer with a lot of Leo in his chart and vice versa. But just that family loyalty that you get with the Leo, with the love of home and family that is Cancer. And taking care of the little ones, the Cancer energy. This is just kind of a beautiful blending of that. And it's kind of this idea of somebody wants to take off into a new direction. And that starts because this person comes in. They come back and they remind them of what was missing before. So there's a sense of wanting to begin anew and rebuild. I feel like some of you may not be in, you may be relatively free to go off in this direction with this person. Because some of you, you got boyfriends or girlfriends or something, but it's not that serious. Like you may not live together, or may not have kids together, may not live together, that kind of thing yet. Some of you may. All right, I am shuffling the Denise Linn Sacred Traveler Oracle cards to see if we can find some kind of help for our friends, horoscope sign of Cancer, for February 2019. Some words of advice from Spirit. Something that would be, all right, got a jumper. Usually if I give it enough time, we'll have one. Okay, so unknown territory. And then, of course, we have what looks to be a black-capped chickadee. I'm partial to those. You are exactly where you need to be. You are exactly where you need to be, even if you're not consciously aware of it. Even if you don't have all the answers, keep going forward with your heart open. If you can't see clearly ahead and don't know where you're headed, keep moving forward. Do what feels right. Even if your brain doesn't agree, your heart always knows. Instead of dismay because you are in unknown territory, celebrate that you're expanding and growing by leaps and bounds. The sacred traveler wants you to know sometimes the traveler feels lost, a lack of confidence, or a sense of being in unknown territory. It can seem that others know more or are more qualified. However, it can be this very feeling of not knowing that allows one to step outside the bounds of convention and reach beyond the parameters of self that have been imposed by family, friends, society, and religion. It can be a very good thing. It can help you find yourself. Cherish those moments of not knowing. It's often during those times that the greatest revelations occur. Trust that all is well. You are where you should be. How cool is that? Well, Cancer, I just want to leave on that. Honestly. I hope that you guys are having a really wonderful February. Before we know it, winter will be over and spring will be upon us, so we can get back outdoors and get to doing all the kinds of things outdoors that we love, and looking forward to the beautiful seasons that are ahead. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time I post, and lots of love to each of you. Bye for now.